All right, and we're back. Welcome back to the CoderJams live Twitch stream. This will eventually end up on YouTube same day as today. But let's go over what we did last time. Last time we got the battle system working, so let's just give that a quick test. I think we gave each player, like human player, two Pokemon each. We gave them a Bulbasaur and a Charmander. We had them battle. We need to include some math on the accuracy so that some of these moves can miss. And then we also need to make this output flow a little easier to understand, because right now everything just stays in the output window, and there are ways to clean that up and make it a little better. But for now, it is AI player 2's turn. What would you like to do? We'll say fight. What would you like Charmander to do? We'll say tackle, and then it doesn't display anything about the damage, so we're going to want to do that. Now it's CoderJam's turn. We can switch Pokemon, so we can either use Bulbasaur, Charmander, or cancel. If we say Bulbasaur, it'll say Bulbasaur is already out. What would you like to do? And if we pick Pokemon, we can do Charmander, and then it'll say Bulbasaur, come back, go Charmander, and then we can continue the fight. Since that was a Pokemon swap, that completes CoderJam's turn, and so now we're back to AI player 2, and he can go ahead and attack, and it'll just go back and forth until all the Pokemon faint, and eventually it'll say somebody is out of Pokemon. We'll just keep doing oh, there it is. CoderJams is out of Pokemon. AI player 2 has won the battle, and that concludes the little battle. So we have a full battle going. It rotates through both players' turns, and that's the basic functionality of the battle is complete. We still need to include items so that the user can, or the player can use it like a potion on their Pokemon or something, and then we need to flesh out that AI. So let's get into it. First thing we want to do is maybe clean up some of this output and display more details about the Pokemon's health after each turn and stuff like that. So we can go into our display manager. I'm going to close out of all of these tabs, and I'll head into our display manager, which should be on the console. And right now all it is doing is displaying the message. So we can actually maybe provide a couple, maybe just add a display title, something like that. But for now, let's see. Find all references. Let's see exactly how we're using it. We'll unpin this. What do we want to do next? I'm going to run it, and then we will make changes so we can see. All right, starting battle between CoderJams and AI player 2. CoderJams party is Bulbasaur and Charmander. AI player 2's party, and this was just to see that everything was working. So I'm going to delete those and just leave the starting battle. So starting battle between player1.name and player2.name. We can update some of the details of this. So maybe we add properties or something to maybe handle displaying a title versus things like that. Since this is all in the console application, then it's a little easier to manage. So our display manager is this display manager. So let's add some methods here. So the first one we want to do is public void display title, and we'll just say string title, and then maybe our title will be a different color. So var current color equals, and this will be console dot, well, I guess system dot console dot foreground color. That's the current color. So then we'll set the color to something different. Console dot foreground color equals, and then we can do a green is fine for now. And then we will display the title, system dot console dot, do we get a size? Nah, font, text, nope, okay. Oh, you can set the title. Oh, interesting. Maybe we do want to do that, but for now, it's okay. System.console.foreground, or no, dot right line, and this will be title. And actually, maybe we also want to write the, like some big borders around it or something. And then we'll drop this to a new line, and whoops, new keyboard. So \n and \t, \t maybe, so that's like 3 tabs. So that'll move it in like 12 spaces. And then we will do the same thing. So we'll just copy this and do a plus, whoops, same thing, new keyboard, new line, and then we'll just paste all that in there. And then we need to get rid of these. And there we go. Okay. And so that will display the title, and then we want to, well, that does a new line, but so that should be good. And then it'll display message. So let's say we display a title of starting battle between that. Let's do display manager dot display title, and then we want to say this is our Twitch Pokemon like RPG or something. And now when we run, oh wait, actually we need to reset the color. So let's say system.console.foreground color equals current color. And that'll set it back to what it used to be, which is white in this case. So let's restart. And we should see a different color here in the output. There we go. It looks, I do like, maybe that's one too many tabs, but I do like the color. So let's get rid of one of these tabs, and then maybe we extend this out by twice as far. So let's just add another big bulk in there of each one. And now when we run it, we'll have like that title up top. Maybe it's a little too far. Maybe we want to delete about, I don't know how many that is, 10 or something. I'll just delete them, and then I will copy the string, and I'll paste them in here. All right, that's going to be fine. I'm not even going to check. We also want like a method to clear. Public void, and then we'll just clear. The clear is fine. We're basically going to just system.console.clear. And then that will take care of like in between each round. And then we maybe also need something to output the battle state. Public void display battle state. Or maybe our battle manager. I guess these could be iDisplay Manager level. Let's put them there, and then if they end up not needing to be there, we'll take them out. Where did we put that? I think in our models. Yeah, iDisplay Manager. We'll do this one, and we'll do a void display battle state. This way, everyone will be able, like all clients will be able to call this or react to this being output. So Battle Manager does not have a reference to our display manager. So uh, maybe just program needs to display battle state in between turns. So we have a start battle here. Battle manager does a start battle, and then battle manager does the start turn and then switches. So maybe the starting player, go to definition, maybe the starting player, com player and human player, I think we're going to move the display manager from the human player to the base player, because even our com player is gonna need to be able to output that it did stuff, right? So let's move our display manager up from human player to base player, and then we're going to change it from private to protected is fine for now, and then we will change this _D to a capital D, and then we'll capture that display manager equals display manager. And now both of these constructors need to take that in. Whoops. So let's copy from here, and we'll pass that right along. So display manager, and then we'll do the same here. And now that this is our structure, maybe we should move the input manager to be the last property, which is going to cause some issues, but the thing about it is we would have consistency across children. So that makes understanding code for somebody walking in they can understand it a little better. So let's update our property names to use the parent property now instead of our local field that we deleted. And you're just passing right along here, and then base player is caching here. So program is going to have an issue now. Input manager and display manager need to swap. So let's just, I'm grabbing the comma to the end, and that way I can just paste it over here, and it should work out pretty well. So that gives us our two. All I did here was switch display manager and input manager. So that should be fine. And now our players can output some things. So start turn can be a virtual method now. Do we need to do that? Yeah, I guess it could be a virtual method. And that way, now we're going to want both of these to call base dot start turn target player, and human we want to do the same. So up here we'll call base dot start turn target player, and now we could have some shared functionality when the turn starts, and then computer player and human player can implement their own logic for the flow of their own turn. So in our shared start turn, we want to use this display manager to display the battle state. So display manager dot display battle state, and right now it doesn't take anything in, but we do need to give it some details. So the battle state is going to be the current Pokemon, how many they have that are alive. Like, you know, if you're in a battle, it shows basically like 6 dots, and then those dots will be Pokeballs if they have those Pokemon in their party, and those Pokeballs would have like X's if they're fainted, or they'll be a different color if they're suffering from a status effect. So we need information about each player. So for display battle state, I'm going to have two parameters. The first one is going to be the active player, and then the second will be the target player. So it's going to be this and target player. So this is going to say we don't have this method, but we can quick fix that, and it'll say you can either add parameters to it, which is what we do want to do. but I'm not sure which one it is because it's not showing. So we'll just do it ourselves. So if we go over to our display manager, this display battle state will need to take in two base players, base player, active player, and then base player, target player. And then we could use a quick fix to import the namespaces on here, and we're good. Where we're not good is our initial display manager. Now it's going to say you haven't overridden that method. So we can just quick fix that, and it'll bring that method in. And now we can display the battle state. So the battle state is going to be basically this title. Maybe it'll be like the lineup there, then the game title. Just kind of drawing it out. And then it will show maybe some kind of indicator of whose turn it is. So this would say like CoderJams. And then we could tab over and it'll say which Pokemon they have out and what level it is, level 1, and then give it some kind of indication of health. So let's say maybe that could be like a health bar, right? And then we could give it some indication of HP, so like 13 of, that looks like it's about half, so we'll say 26. And then we would tab all the way over, and it would be like AI player 2. And they have Charmander, level 1. And his health is much higher because he would just annihilate Bulbasaur, and then we'll give him like 25 out of 30, right? I think that looks good, kind of for our little UI in our console game. Maybe we'll switch these because in the game, you know, like we are bottom left and they are upper right. So let's just move these. So it'd be like this. And then there is a way to like format the output with like tables and tabs, I think, but we're not going to get into that yet, just because I don't have much time. I mean, I have a hard stop in about 35 minutes, so we'll come back to that, like formatting output, but I want to get the output out there. And then we will kind of block this off, and this will be basically the overview that'll sit at the top of every page. So let's get into this. The first thing we want to do is basically output that title. So we can just display title. And this will be Twitch Pokemon like RPG battle. We'll just call it a battle for now. And then the next thing we want to do is output the target player's information. So for target player information, we want to display message, and it will be, I guess we can do like, we can do like tab, tab, tab. So that's 3. That's 12. I think we want basically double that. Maybe we should like get the format of that, because it'll basically, we could say like, hey, this is going to be 35 spaces or something. Let me just look that up. Console.WriteLine spacing or something. I don't know what it's called. How can I align columns in console.WriteLine? We'll go right over here to Stack Overflow to take a look at this. And this is this is what they're asking, how can I do this better? And this is what we're going to do. Console.WriteLine 0, 10, 1. So this is basically a string.format. 0 1, 2, 3, and 4 are these 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Wow, are how much space it's allowing each one to have. So that looks pretty good to me. They're saying actually do not need to pass the string.format method. Yeah, that's what they're doing, string.format. In other words, you will be able to do the same thing using this. Oh, they must have edited this. Oh, I see. They must have had string.format in here, but that's okay. This is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna move that back out of our way, and then we'll do that. So this will, I think negative does a right align also, if I remember correctly. So this is going to be 0, and then negative, I don't know, 50. I don't know how many characters this is. Let's just start with 50. Negative 50, and then we'll new line, and then it'll be the same thing, 0 or 1 negative 50, and maybe yeah, no, this is fine. Maybe we'll do like in a new string, that way we can put some comments on this. But for now, 0 negative 50, 1 negative 50, new line, and again, so then we have this this line, so 2 negative 50. And then we need to provide the values in here. So the first value is just target player.name. The second one is going to be the target player.current Pokemon, or current, I think is what all we called it. Target player.current. Yep, current Pokemon. We have to make sure it's not null. If it is null, then we need to handle that. Dot. Actually, this needs to be like a string. Whoops. Because we are going to put like the parenthesis here also. So target player.current Pokemon name, and then it'll be a space and then in parentheses LV, and then target player.current Pokemon (level), and that will be fine here. And then the last thing we need is to get this like health bar. So let's make a private method to do that. Private string get health bar. And this will just take in a battle monster. And then we need to import the using here. And we are going to retain a little copy of this. And then we're going to build it. So let's say we just want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's make it, what if we made it 10? That's 12, 11, 10. So if that's the full health bar, we'll say it's like 10 long. So 1, 2, 3. That's what it would look like. And then maybe this will be left aligned actually. So it'll look like this. And then this will be right aligned, and it'll look like this. Okay, that looks fine to me. So maybe we would change the color of these based on whose turn it is, but that'll be if we have time. I think we're going to have time. So we want to build this health bar, and so we want a percentage as a double. So var monster dot no. We want health equals monster.hp divided by monster.current or max. Oh, we don't have their full HP amount yet. That needs to be a property on monster. We missed that, I think. So we have their HP, but we don't have like current HP or current health, right? Public int current HP get set, and this is current health of max HP, just HP. All right, and so then we will set that here. When you create it, current HP equals HP. And that is good here. So now we're not actually checking HP. We want to check current HP. All right, and now he is going to handle his own HP. So HP is max. So let's update that. Max health. Current HP is of max HP. Yep, perfect. So we want to get var HP percent equals, and this will be monster dot current divided by monster dot max, or just regular HP. And both of these are integers, which means this is going to be an integer, and we don't want that. So we want to cast these to double. And I don't believe we have to cast both, but it's not going to hurt anything to do so. So this is going to give us our percentage, and that's going to be of 10, and that's how many equal signs we're going to do. So now we can do an integer. So we can say var segments equals, and this will be 10 divided by times HP percent, and that whole thing will be an integer. And so what's going to happen is if this is like the percent is 50%, then 10 times 0.5 is 5, and then the integer is that. But if it's like 55%, then it'll be 10 times 0.55, which will be 5.5, and we'll just cut that off. So it'll just be still 5 segments. And so then we want to basically create a string of that many segments, and the rest are going to be spaces. So it'll be var sb equals new string builder is what we should use. Let's import the namespace system.text, and then we will for, and it could be just int I equals 0, I is less than segments I++, I guess. And this is where we will append just an equal sign. Also, it's going to start with this. Does string builder allow you to start with a string? Yeah, I guess it does. And then after that, we're going to for through the difference. So var int j equals segments, I guess. J is less than 10 minus segments, j++, and then sb.append just a space. And then once that's all done, we will sb.append the closing thing plus we want to put, I guess we'll use a $sign in front of there so that we can put in the target, our monster dot current, and then a slash and monster dot HP. And that will be good there. And then we will just return sb.toString. Perfect. And that will basically construct this. And then we will just add that here. So get health bar for the target. Nope. Target player dot current Pokemon. And we'll just handle the if null here. So if monster is equal to null, we will return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0, 0. So it'll be like, hey, you don't, well, let's just do dash, dash, dash. Dash, dash, slash, dash, dash. There we go. And that way there is no Pokemon here. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get that done. So display message takes in this string. We have, I guess we do have to provide string.format because this isn't like actually the console.write line. So let's give it the string.format here. So that'll display we'll start displaying the battle state. So we have this one done. So now let's get this one done. And actually we could just do it here. So let's put a comma here and space it out, and then we'll space it out here too. So this will be 3, and you're just going to be 50, 50 wide. And then you will be 450. Oh, we want the new lines, by the way. New line, and actually, I don't think these matter. We don't need the 50s on here specifically because we're not putting anything else on this line, so it doesn't actually matter. But we're going to do it anyway for consistency. So now we want our active players information. It's going to be all the same thing, but it's going to be active player. And so this could really be a method probably, but let's do it. Active player dot name. Next one would be basically the same thing here. Active player dot current Pokemon question dot name, and then in the parentheses level, active player dot current Pokemon dot level, and we'll close that out. And then we will do our last thing of get health bar, and this will be cancel. Don't ask again. I don't want that. Get health bar of active player dot current Pokemon, and it needs just one more closing parenthesis. All right, let's see how this looks. I'm interested. So we already have a display battle state happening at the start of each turn, but we're not ever calling clear. So let's call clear at the start of the turn. So the player actually, the base player could do it. So base player can call a display manager dot clear, and I don't think we added it to the interface. So let's bring that over. Or, actually, you can just do it here. Display battle state, you can call clear here. So let's get rid of that. And let's give it a run real quick to check. And there we go. Oh no. It recorded 3, 4, and 5. What did I do wrong here? Well, let's take a quick couple minute break, and then I will be right back and we'll take a look at that. All right, I am back. So let's take a look. What's going on? I think its primary issue is that, yeah, I guess I don't know. Let's take a look. Did we ever display battle state? We did, right? I mean, we display battle state at the start of the turn. Display battle state. And display battle state is clearing, and then it's displaying the title, which is this. And then we are displaying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see. These are supposed to be like pluses and stuff, right? So it's putting 3, 4, and 5 into 0, 1, and 2. This should be a plus, as should this and this. All right, so now if we rerun this, this should be much better. It should actually, this is all just one string now instead of like all the strings. Okay, so we have, it did CoderJams first, yeah. So honestly, we should just switch these. So if we put this up here, and we can put a space and then rerun, that'll put, well, now we have an issue. What's our issue? You go here, you go there, so you don't belong there. And then you go here. So it's going to do the -50. Nah, that was right, wasn't it? Let's put it back and rerun and let's see. It should be doing -50. Oh. We basically want to like switch these. So these negatives would actually just be positive, and then these would be negative. Yep. And so this is basically saying like the active player is AI player 2, and that's true. So these are, I guess, going to switch, and that's not really what we wanted. Um, hmm. That's okay. We can deal with that. That's fine. But I think 50 is going to be. Um, I think we need it to be bigger. Let's do like 80. And maybe we need to drop like another like a line in between here. But 80 was too big. Yeah, that's too big. We'll do 65. Let's just meet in the middle. 65. Oops. And then yeah, these don't actually need the numbers because they're just left aligned. I mean, left aligned, that's how it is by default. Oh, 650. Oops, I put it way over there. Look at that. All right, I think this is the last rerun. That should be pretty good. All right, so we have a nice alignment here. Both of them are full. So let's run a battle, and we'll see that their like their equal signs start to drop off. So we'll tackle, and now, oh, I don't think the spaces are registering, are they? No, they're just getting smaller. Okay, let's take a look. Um, so it is going from segments to, oh, it should be going from segments to 10. From segments to 10. All right, let's fight. Tackle. Boom, he just lost quite a few segments actually. All right, and now you just lost some segments. So you're at 25 and 20. and we'll tackle, and now you're at 5, so it's taking like 20 damage every time. So this is gonna pretty much lay Charmander out, I think. Yeah, Charmander is at 1 HP now. So we'll attack again. Bulbasaur should faint. Bulbasaur is done, and so now Bulbasaur is out, and it shows 0 HP. That is not true. How is Charmander still attacking? So we have a bug somewhere. It's not updating. It's updating the Pokemon, right? CoderJams was using. Is it updating the Pokemon? Let's see if somebody faints. Okay, it's not really. Let's go back to H. So it's something is checking HP and not. It's here. We're saying current Pokemon is party where HP is greater than 0. We want current HP. Current HP is greater than 0. And then let's find all references of that HP because that's going to be just a hidden problem, I think. So let's right click, find all references, and let's just make sure it's not being used. Oh, it still is. Actually, we don't have to do this because we have that method now. So let's just call current Pokemon. We can probably get rid of both of these because we have like a pretty nice convenience method now. So this is player1.current Pokemon. This is player2.current Pokemon. Maybe we should cache it actually because this is calling a Lambda expression that's going to operate every time and we don't need to. We just need to do it one time. So var player1 monster equals player1.current Pokemon. Var player2 monster equals player2.current Pokemon. And then this will be fine here. Let's go back to our search results and make sure it's not happening anywhere else. HP percent, that's good. We're fine with that. And then append that. We're fine with that. All right, let's do it. So this should swap out the Pokemon now because it's going to recognize a faint. All right, let's get some attacking in. So also, I think I want all of this to be green, and I want it to have that bottom border so that it's separate from like what we're doing. But let's see the Pokemon automatically swap out. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, we're at 1. All right, it looks like Bulbasaur fainted, and now Charmander's out with full health. Now it's Charmander versus Charmander. All right, so that one fainted. Now we have Bulbasaur and Charmander, and we can just go and CoderJams should lose just based on the order of Pokemon. All right, CoderJams is out of Pokemon. AI player 2 won the game, or the battle, and here we are. So that is good here. That wraps that up. Let's get this output to be kind of how we wanted it, and then we will wrap this stream up and we'll resume next time. So display message, we actually want to stay green. So let's we'll just do that again, kind of right here. So we're setting it to green, displaying the message. Then we are going to display this again. I guess. Yeah, this is fine. All right. Then we'll display this again. So this will be like new line, and then display that. And then we can set the console system.console.foreground color back to current color. But you can't do that here, obviously. We'll do it down here. And that should give us the output that we're kind of looking for. Let's just drop a line so that it separates what's happening with our summary up top. And now that whole thing should be green up top. But what we don't have is like the active player getting the little indicator that it's their turn. But that's okay. It is AI player 2's turn. What would you like to do? And then once we start fighting, it's going to switch them, which we don't want, but we'll deal with next time. But now our title stays up there, and it's updating the Pokemon, and it's showing the health and status of them. And then we can just keep the fighting going until someone faints, which we always know based on the order that CoderJams is out of Pokemon. And CoderJams loses, AI player 2 wins. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. We got the battle kind of cleaned up a little bit, and we're able to display some sort of a UI for the user, and we'll build on this so that we have a text-based game that we can play, but that's a client, and all of the battle logic and the game logic is going to be out into these class libraries that we can then swap out our console game for something like a Unity game, and that console game or Unity game, that's just going to be the UI or the responsibility to give the user interface, but all of that game logic is going to be shareable between any of these clients. So we'll get further along on the output here in the next episode, but that's going to wrap it up here. Once this is done, I'll get it over on YouTube, which is probably where you're going to see it. But just know that I stream these live on Twitch, so head over to Twitch and find CoderJams, and you'll be able to watch these live and ask any questions. I monitor the chat. Otherwise, if you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment definitely if you have any questions. I monitor those as well. But other than that, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.